I have no idea. I can't predict accurately what will make a big impact and what won't. And one story for me that I wrote that people, I found out much later had a lot of resonance with people, really wasn't about horrific violence. It wasn't descriptive. It was describing this lady in Baghdad. It was before the war, and everyone was waiting. Where Saddam was still in charge, and we were waiting for things. And before the war had started, I'd gone to their house. They'd made this fabulous river fish for dinner, and it was their husband of art. Her husband was an artist in this great community. And a few days later, I described going back. They're hiding in the basement. They have no electricity. They're whimpering. They're horrific and stuff. So that, for people, really brought home how precarious their life had become, how scary it was, and how utterly destroyed they were, and how little control they had over their circumstances. And up to that point, they were unscathed.
But that was because people identified with that family, didn't they? They thought, this is a family who sounds like us. That could be me and my auntie and my husband and my mum.
But that's your job. Your job is just to make people connect. That's all you can do.
It's when you can't go to the supermarket because it's been blown up, or the school bus doesn't come because it's been used as a barricade. People will remember perhaps Maggie O'Kane, our colleague. She reported from the Balkans, from Bosnia in the 1990s, I think very, very effectively. Yes. And one of the things that she did was she just talked about ordinary people in Sarajevo who were like us, who kind of wore jeans and liked rock music. But there was a sniper in the apartment block opposite, and they couldn't get across the road. It was that kind of stuff, I agree, has the
Well, one of the best bits of war reporting I ever read was the late, great Martha Gellhorn, who in her 70s went to Panama and needed to go to the hairdresser. And so she wrote this piece about trying to find a decent hairdresser in Panama City, and this was when there'd been, Noriega had been lifted by the Americans, and it was complete chaos and so on. And through this story, you learnt so much about how people lived, and that maybe is the best way to keep up, as what you say, so people don't get this compassion fatigue.